Welcome to Part 4, Writing Clearly and Concisely. No matter what the situation, we want to make sure we write for our audience clearly and concisely. This video introduces 4 key principles to achieve this. The first principle is to put information in the right order within sentences. Sentence content order gives readers important information. Readers expect to see familiar information at the beginning of the sentence. This gives readers context, either by repeating a topic from the sentence or paragraph before, or by using a topic familiar to all readers. The second part of the sentence then contains the new, emphatic, or important information about that familiar topic. Let's take a look at the example on screen. We start the sentence with familiar information for readers, and then have the new, emphatic information after it. Phosphorus management is a complex problem with competing solutions, making it an exceptionally difficult problem to solve. The first half of the sentence for STEPS readers contains a familiar idea, with old information for the audience. The second half of the sentence builds on that understanding to offer a new idea. In this way, we can imagine the parts of a sentence broken into 2. Idea A is the familiar information, and idea B is the new idea we add on for our readers. With this in mind, we can begin to build a pattern within a paragraph by using this approach to link together multiple sentences that build knowledge on a topic. The new information from the first sentence becomes familiar information in the second sentence. In this way, we build a pattern: A plus B, B plus C, C plus D, and so on. Let's break down an example of the first 3 sentences of this paragraph to show you what this looks like. Phosphorus management is a complex problem with competing solutions, making it an exceptionally difficult problem to solve. One promising solution is improving phosphorus use efficiency. Improving phosphorus use efficiency creates a triple bottom line effect. It reduces cost and demand for mined phosphate, increases farmer income, and reduces phosphorus pollution in water. This effect can be achieved by using microbial and plant technologies, improving circulation, incentivizing adoption, and increasing partnerships. The second principle for writing clearly is to keep the subject and verb close together at the beginning of the sentence. Why do this? The subject and verb communicate the idea and action of the sentence. The subject is also doing the action, so you want to keep those close together. This will likely mean using active voice frequently. If the idea and action get buried in the middle or at the end of the sentence, we confuse readers as to what we're really trying to say. Introductory phrases, prepositional phrases, or dependent clauses do not tell readers the main idea. They add additional information, so they more appropriately come after you tell readers the main idea. Here's an example to show how this works. The most serious challenge to restoration in the Florida Everglades is eutrophication from phosphorus pollution. Here, the subject and verb are separated by several words. This sentence buries the main idea, making it harder for readers to understand than it should be. If we look at this text, we realize the writer is really trying to tell the reader about eutrophication causing problems. So let's revise the sentence to focus on that instead. Eutrophication from phosphorus pollution poses a serious challenge to restoring the Florida Everglades. If we rearrange the order to put the subject and verb at the beginning of the sentence, and to put these 2 words side by side, we have a much clearer sentence that all readers can understand the first time through. As a bonus, we also cut unnecessary words, such as most, and ditched prepositional phrases to make the sentence more concise. The 2 takeaways for this strategy are to 1. Put the subject and verb close together, and 2. as close as possible to the beginning of the sentence. An easy way to check if you've done this is to make the topic of your sentence the grammatical subject of the sentence, such as in the example, 6 stormwater treatment areas remove phosphorus from the water flowing into the Everglades. This sentence is clear because the topic, what we're trying to tell readers about, of the stormwater treatment areas is doing the action of the sentence, making the main idea clear. The third principle is to keep one idea per sentence. For readers to clearly understand your message, try to have just one idea per sentence. In technical and scientific writing, our content can be complex. We want readers to understand our idea the first time they read. The best way to do this is to stick to presenting one idea at a time. Phosphorus pollution is associated with a shift in the dominant species of marsh vegetation from sawgrass to cattail, with this process being characterized as an invasion due to its rapid succession and impact on the ecosystem landscape. What makes this sentence less than ideal? It packs too much new content into a single sentence. Readers need time to process each idea you share. Remember, they are just seeing this information for the first time, so you must help them navigate your arguments easily. If we separate this one long sentence into 2 sentences, one for each idea, we make the point clearer for readers. Phosphorus pollution can shift the dominant species of marsh vegetation from sawgrass to cattail. This shift is characterized as an invasion due to its rapid succession and impact on the ecosystem landscape. What's improved here? We make each sentence tell the reader one idea. The fourth and final principle is to use specific nouns for subjects and vivid verbs. We too often rely on imprecise words such as pronouns as sentence subjects. However, words like it and this and these imprecisely tell readers what you are talking about. Instead, stick to stating the specific noun to ensure precise communication. Over time, legacy phosphorus, fertilizer runoff, and phosphorus emissions from point and non-point sources enter freshwater bodies. It contributes to eutrophication and algal blooms, which can produce toxins and kill fish. In the second sentence, the pronoun it is intended to replace a concept that was introduced in the previous sentence. However, because there are multiple nouns in the prior sentence, it's unclear which word the author is referring to. Thus, ensure you are always clear for your readers by using the specific noun you mean. In this case, it could be replaced with fertilizer runoff or this runoff. You always want to use specific verbs to make sentences as informative as possible. Too often, we rely on forms of to be, such as is, was, are, and were. These verbs then require us to add on extra adjectives and phrases to give information. If you choose a vivid verb instead, you can provide readers more information in fewer words. Ditching forms of to be often means choosing active voice instead of passive voice. Much of the world's phosphorus is mined in China and is exported to support food production globally. This sentence uses the passive voice for the 2 verbs, is mined and is exported. Because of the passive voice, this sentence is longer than it needs to be. It could also use revising using our other principles too. China mines most of the world's phosphorus, exporting it to support global food production. We have improved this sentence by switching to active voice. The active voice here uses a clear subject, followed immediately by a specific verb. These 4 principles can help you take your drafts to make your writing clear and vivid for your readers. Together, these principles help you achieve your primary goal as a writer, clearly conveying your message for your audience. The sample sentences in this video were inspired by, but are not necessarily direct quotation from, the following texts. Thanks for watching.